We store our Manuka honey in honey drums, and here's some examples of the honey. And today we're going to take a sample from one of the drums to send to the laboratory to get tested. In one of our honey drums. And in here you can see some of our honey. We'll then take our big syringe, and we push it down into the honey drum. It requires a bit of brute strength. And this will give us a core sample from the bottom right through up to the top. So then we take the core sample out of the drum and put it into a sample jar. Now this honey is cold. As you can see, this honey is quite cold. We will take this and warm it through slowly so it's nice and liquid for the laboratory to test. So we take our honey sample and we're going to put it in a courier bag. We're sending it to Analytica, the laboratory that we use to do all our Manuka honey testing.
Hi, my name is Dr. Jacob Jane. I'm a scientist here at Analytica Laboratories. I'm involved in overseeing a lot of the honey testing that we do for the New Zealand honey industry, including many of the common quality tests like for methyl glyoxal or the MPI honey markers. Come with me and I'll show you what we do. One of the things that we like to do as a laboratory is provide background information to our clients about some of the testing that they can get done. And this poster is an example of the type of information that we like to give. So this has a summary of the behaviour of a number of the common honey tests that are done throughout the industry, including the 3-in-1 test, which tests for DHA and methyl glyoxal, the leptospirin test, which tests for another unique chemical marker found in Manuka honey, as well as the MPI test, which tests for 4 chemical markers as well as a DNA marker. So we prepared this poster about 2 years ago when this test first came out, so that our clients would have a good understanding of how these chemicals would behave in honey and what they could expect from their product. Analytica is independently operated and internationally accredited, so all these tests can be reliably used to determine the quality of Manuka honey. First step in the analysis procedure is for samples to arrive here at sample reception, where they are booked into our system by a team of dedicated staff. Here, for example, we have a honey that has arrived from Haddrell's via courier, which will be lodged in the system and prepared for testing today. The first thing we do is we take the honey out, inspect the quality, make sure there's no leaks, that it hasn't been compromised during shipping, and we give it a unique barcode that identifies it as it travels through the laboratory. The first step in the analysis procedure is the sample arrives in the laboratory and we homogenize it to make sure it's nice and even all the way through. The next step is that a small amount gets very accurately weighed into an extraction tube. After the samples have all been weighed, they get dissolved and eventually make their way to smaller analysis files for analysis on the HPLC system. These are some of our HPLC systems, which stands for High Performance Liquid Chromatography. And this is where we measure whether or not the honey is Manuka honey and where we determine the unique Manuka factor. Once the honey has been received in the laboratory and measured using our HPLC system, it's usually less than 24 hours before clients receive their final results. After testing is completed in the laboratory, the results are presented to a senior analyst to verify that they are ready to be released. We do that digitally and send them by email, just like this. All of our reports come with an international accreditation stamp on them, which is an internationally accepted quality standard that ensures that the results can be accepted anywhere overseas, and thus that the sample is fit for export